Good day, everyone. I am MARISSA LARROZA, Teacher 1 in Alegria National High School. So today I'm going to share to all of you my topics in subject EDMAN 201, the Program Development, Management, and Evaluation under Professor Lyndon Kines. My topics are, I'm going to give an example on intervention activities timeline, and I'm going to also discuss the collaboration. Now, this day, before I proceed to the example of the intervention activities timeline, let me share to all of you what is the meaning of action plan. Action plan is intended for a certain program if you want to achieve quality outcomes or quality output. Now, today, an action plan is a checklist for the steps or tasks you need to complete in order to achieve the goals you have set. Now, it's an essential part of the strategic planning process. Take note with the word strategic or the word strategic planning process, and helps improving teamwork planning. Another, planning helps you prepare for the obstacles ahead and keep you on track. And with an effective action plan, you can boost your productivity and keep yourself focused. Today, I'm going to share to all of you at least 4 benefits in having action plan. First, it gives you a clear direction. As an action plan highlights exactly what steps to be taken and when they should be completed, and you will know exactly what you need to do. That's the first one. It gives you a clear direction. The second one is it will give reason to stay motivated and committed throughout the project. So having your goals written down on planned out in steps will give you a reason to stay motivated and committed throughout the project. Number 3, track your progress toward your goal. So with an action plan, you can track your progress toward your goal. And the last one, it will help you prioritize your tasks based on effort and impacts. Since you are listing down all the steps you need to complete in your action plan, you will be able to prioritize your tasks based on the impacts. So today, let me share to all of you my examples my example in activities timeline. So let me share my screen. I have here, let's just wait for a while. So while waiting, are you okay there? Are you still okay? Let me see thumbs up. Okay, so that's okay. This is my first topic. Action, slide share. Okay, intervention activities timeline. Here's my example. I chose the school reading intervention we did in our school. So this intervention is, this topic is with the permission of Sir Lyndon Guinness. I'm glad, sir, thank you for allowing me to share this intervention. I included 10 activities of this intervention since we have the goal in our schools that no child will left behind. Every child must be a reader. So first activity is administration of Philippine informal reading inventory under PhilIRI or PhilIRI. So this is the pre-test. We are administering this. Students will be given group screening test at first. And all students who got 13 in group screening test and below will undergo one-on-one reading for the pre-test. This is the time that we're going to identify what reading level the student has. So, for example, under instructional, the first one is under independent, second instructional, next is the frustration, and the last level is the non-reader. So the persons involved or responsible here are the principal of course, the reading coordinator, and other teaching staffs. Second activity. Now I forgot to tell you when, with what quarter. Let me transfer my cam here. So in pre-test, we are administering this during quarter one, of course, for us to identify the level of the student. Next activity is the information dissemination and orientation of parents and students through letters and personal conversation. So we are calling the attention of the student, of the parents as well. We are involving parents in this intervention. So person responsible here, principal, reading coordinator. Now, the third activity is the implementation of 30-minute reading inside the classroom. So this activity is mandated from our division. So my division is from Sarangani. So every school must have 30-minute reading inside the classroom. So it was scheduled every first period of the day. So person responsible here, persons are the advisors. So when's the target? Quarter one until quarter four. We made this as a habit because our goal is to hit the target or to hit the independent reading level of the child. Not all, but of course most sana. Number four is one-on-one tutorial to identified non-readers. One-on-one tutorial. So as I am the reading coordinator in our school, the person involved here is me, yours truly. 1 hour per day during my vacant time. So teacher as tutor will adapt different reading intervention as needed by the learner. So we have a reading classroom. We are inviting non-readers there during my vacant time, also with the permission of our principal. So I am catering one-on-one, one client at a time. So, for instance, the child does not know how to read alphabets. I'm teaching the child alphabets. It depends on the diagnosis that we made according to the need of the child. If the child doesn't know how to blend letters, so that's the time I'm going to teach the child blending letters. Now, when? So quarter one until quarter four. So it's a continuous process. Number five activity. Fifth activity in this intervention, embracing reading even at home with the guidance of parents, sisters, or brothers. Now, identified non-readers will bring printed materials coming from the school, coming from us. So person responsible here, principal, reading coordinators, family members of the learner. Now, so when? Quarter two until quarter four. Right after identifying the reading level of the child, we are or having orientation to the parents that the parents must involve in teaching that students. So mas maganda talaga na may involvement pa rin yung parents kasi the reinforcement, follow up at home. Number six activity is the tutor and tutee. So this activity, identified frustration readers will be tutored by instructional or independent reader. They will have the tutorial during their vacant time. Of course, during their vacant time because we are not catering, we are not allowed to disrupt or cut classes. So during the vacant time, for instance, the tutee approaches the tutor, "Uy, please teach me in mathematics." So that's a time they will have their tutorial. Of course, they will also have the monitoring sheet. So for us to know if they really did the tutorial. So person responsible here, advisors, then when quarter two until quarter four. Seventh activity in this intervention is the reading evaluation of identified non-readers. Diba in the first two activities, we orient the parents there. And on the later portion, I am catering students, especially the identified non-readers. So in quarter three, we are having evaluation if the child will really progress, if there's a progress in the tutorial, because in this plan, it's a trial and error plan. If the activity is effective, so the following year we will adapt it. But if the activity is ineffective, we will change the better or most appropriate activity suited for the need of the students. The eighth activity, what's that? It's being giving certificates to active tutors and tutees. Now, during recognition, we are recognizing the efforts, of course, of our dear tutors towards tutees. It's quiet. It's not easy task to tutor someone, but with the help of different teachers or the different teaching staffs, especially our principal, with the help of our principal, of course, tutors are willing to tutor the tutees. Person responsible here, reading coordinator and advisors. So every recognition, quarter one, quarter two until quarter four. The ninth implementation is that the ninth activity is that implementation of National Reading Month. In this activity, it's quite exciting because there are a lot of activities we included. It's a mandate from national. So every day we are having activities. First activity is that the mystery reading. In mystery reading, we are having this during flag ceremony. So we invited stakeholders, especially the PTA officials, one of the PTA officials to read the reading text for the sake of the students. The following day, we invited PNP official to read the reading text to our dear students. Another, we invited also the SK chairman in our barangay to be involved in this activity. Now, at the end of the celebration, the following activities will be held. So we did the quiz bee, spelling bee. We allotted one day for the half day for this celebration. Quiz bee, spelling bee, storytelling, poster making, synchronized reading, etc. So we also give rewards just like school supplies, certificates, and of course money for the different questions. Let me check my viewers. Are you still there? Okay, I want you to make this heart object in your using your fingers, your hands. Okay. Okay. With this, I can say that you are still with me. Now, the last activity in this intervention is the administration of PhilErie post-test. So, the Philippine Informal Reading Inventory. Since we had pre-test, we must also have the post-test. This is to evaluate the improvement of the students' reading proficiency. So, person responsible here, the reading coordinator and other teaching staff. Of course, we are collaborating together for us to hit the target. When quarter four. Now, I hope you've learned at least some. You have learned something in my report about sample on activities, timeline, intervention activities, timeline. This time, let me discuss to you, or let me share to you the collaboration. Now, stop sharing. Let me share another slide for my topic, second topic, which is collaboration. So, collaboration. Here, slide from the very beginning. Are you still with me? Okay, here we go. Now, practicing collaboration. So, a presentation by Marissa LARROZA from Alegria National High School for Teacher 1. So, the building blocks of collaboration. Let's shift now from having timeline or activities, intervention activities timeline to collaboration. The building blocks of collaboration. The components. Who is involved in collaboration and where it occurs. the barriers. What stands in the way of effective collaboration? Next, strategies. How collaboration occurs and outcomes. Why we collaborate. Now, this time, what is collaboration, by the way? It says here, best collaboration, best practices says collaboration is a process by which two professionals engage in a non-hierarchical relationship to develop intervention. Again, two professionals engage in a non-hierarchical relationship to develop intervention. Simply stated, collaboration is just like this. As you can see in the picture, we have two professionals there. Mrs. Very approaches her school psychologist regarding her fourth grade student, Danny, who is struggling with mathematics subject. So we can't deny, that mathematics quite difficult. So here are the two professionals discussing or having initiatives to create an intervention for that identified student. That is the collaboration. So who will practice collaboration? So within the school, the principal to school psychologist must practice collaboration. Then principal to teacher, psychologist, school psychologist to teacher, school psychologist to social worker. So they must cooperate, they must have the connection. Then school, teacher to parent, teacher to student, teacher to teacher, parent to student. School and to whom or to what? School to school, school within the district, then school to local community. So the school must approach or must involve also the cooperation or the cooperation or the presence of stakeholders, because it was stated in our school-based management that stakeholders must be included in managing the school. So practicing collaboration, where are we going to practice collaboration? Of course, in school, at home, community, libraries, churches, or if we can do it everywhere. This time, barriers to collaboration. Let's discuss the barriers. Parents state the biggest barrier to their involvement is work schedule. Of course, we cannot blame parents because they must work for them to support their children. But the parents, the teachers and school must consider the situation of our dear parents. It's a give and take relationship. Another, school culture and participation. Some schools have requirements or sometimes just unwritten understanding of expectation and other schools do not. Another, sense of education as a shared responsibility between home life and school life versus just at school. Another barrier, parents' barriers might be different than teachers' barriers. For example, parents' health problems, language barrier, or their own negative experiences in school might be a barrier. But of course, since we are flexible enough, not just teachers are flexible, but as well, parents are also flexible. Because you can apply that. I am too, me too, I am a parent, but I am approaching somebody to attend the need of my child in school. So we are flexible. Being flexible, we can achieve this collaboration. Another, the teacher's barriers might be apathy of a long time, of parental lack of responsiveness, or lack of activities to draw parents in. The teacher barriers might be apathy of a long time, a parental lack of, yes, of course, that's another barrier. Next, since we discussed the barriers, I'm going to tell you the strategies on how to apply collaboration for the families. First, communicate often with teachers to identify and assist students with academic challenges. Without communication, you will not be able to know what are the progress or what are the weaknesses or the informations needed for you to be aware according to the development of your child. No, so communicate. The same with in a relationship. Love will not grow without communication. Huh? So here we need to apply communication. Communicate often with teachers to identify and assist a student with academic challenges. So next is get involved with a parent advisory committee or parent support group. Attend IEP and majority, if not all, educational team meetings for child. Then socialize all newcomers, including veteran teachers, to staff values, tradition, and resources. Next, sign releases to allow all professionals involved to be able to view appropriate information to their tasks. Use polls frequently for feedbacks. Of course, we are having this post or drop box or suggestion box frequently for feedbacks. And then remain accessible. Accessibility includes awareness of technology, dissemination, and comprehensible information, then dash language. Of course, nowadays, we can use technologies anywhere, anytime you want. So stay accessible. If you can text the parent, okay, chat the parent. If you have Instagram, you can chat the parent Instagram. So anywhere, as long as you are willing to be accessible. So of course, you must give also your number to your parents. Next is the be involved. Attend parent advisory committees and other home school-based meetings involving a mutual exchange of information. Being involved assists in. So be involved. Do not be shy. Do not isolate yourself for you to get the best outcomes. Get smarter together. Formal and informal training sessions, study groups, and conversations facilitate opportunities to learn together. Next, outcomes. What are the outcomes? Oh, here we go. Almost done na tayo. So, if we have collaboration, these are the benefits. Time and resource management. If you have collaboration, you'll be able to manage your time and you'll be able to manage your resources. Another, informed assessment and decision making. You'll be able to inform your assessment and decision making to your parents. Then team building, systems level change, service provision and reinforcement, promotes job satisfaction, and improves academic outcomes. And with that, I have here the references if you want to know more about my topics. So here are the references. And with this, I'd like to say thank you. Once again, I am Marissa LARROZA, teaching Teacher 1 from Alegria National High School. And I am currently studying Edmond 201, the Program Development Management and Evaluation under Professor Lyndon Kines. Once again, I hope you've learned something in my lesson or in my topics. Once again, good day and be safe always. God bless us all. Let me stop this. Stop sharing. Okay.